The Vienna Gambit. You start with e4, e5, knight c3, knight to f6, f4. You are already offering a pawn. If black takes and accepts the gambit, you strike with e5, and now his knight has to move all the way back. If he places his queen to a 7 to prevent your pawn from taking, he is actually a lot worse. You just play queen e2, and his knight has to go back. You then play d4 to have a secure center. After you both develop naturally, the computer suggests for black to play d5, which is just ridiculous, because this is a free pawn. Black is lost if he plays queen e7. So if he goes back from the start, you develop your knight. After d6, d4. If he takes your pawn, don't take back but give a check. He will block with c6, so play bishop c4. White usually wins in this position because he has space, development, and clear attacking plan. But if he plays d5, which is the best move, well, now you must take his pawn. He will likely take you with the knight, and this time, do not take back. Play queen f3 to force him to decide. If he takes your knight, you take with the b-pawn to have a nice pawn structure in the center. Black can be a lot worse if he plays a casual move like knight c6. If you are wondering why, it's because you play d4 and achieve your original goal that was to take the center. Later on, you will both develop as normal, but you are the one that puts the pressure. Next is the ready gambit, knight to f3, d5, and you play c4. We will mostly take a look at what usually happens when black takes. So you play e3, threatening to take back and develop at the same time. If he doesn't know the line and plays b5, thinking he can protect his pawn, well, he is lost because of a4. Now, if he goes for c6, you trade pawns and develop your knight, threatening to take his pawn. He can't protect it with a 6 because he will hung his rook. If he plays bishop d7, well, it's game over. You have knight e5 and queen f3 incoming. Next, the wild one, the Jerome Gambit. This is not just aggressive, it's reckless. It basically occurs when you start with the Italian opening. Even though everything looks boring, you play bishop takes f7. Yes, a bishop sacrifice. King takes, knight takes e5. Yes, and a knight sacrifice. Knight takes. And you check on h5. If he becomes reckless, thinking he is winning and plays g6, you take the knight. And now look, there is only one move to save him. Only one. I don't think a low-rated player will find it. But even if they do find it, well, it was worth the risk. If that's not for you, maybe try the next one, which is a lot more safe. The Scotch Gambit starts after you've reached this position, and you play d4. Black takes, and you don't take back because this is a gambit. You develop your bishop on c4, and he might play bishop c5 to protect his pawn. You then play c3, adding pressure to his pawn. The problem for black is that he can't take, not because you will take back, but because you have this move. The king must take, and you bring your queen over. If the king goes to f8, take the bishop with check. If he offers a queen trade, do it, and take the pawn. You are much better here than black. And if he goes to e8, you first give a check to force him to go to f8, then the rest is the same. Even if he doesn't take in the first place, but tries to get his bishop out, you take, his bishop has to move. And if he gives a check, and later on makes the mistake of pinning you, you have queen b3. Now he thinks he will damage your pawn structure, but you have a check on f7. And now look his potential moves. f8 is the only one that doesn't make him lose on the spot. I bet you haven't heard of the next one, the Schliemann defense. This is for the black pieces, and it's a gambit against Ruy Lopez. You will play 5, and it's a big mistake if white takes. He allowed e4. Now his knight can't go to any of these square, so he will likely take your knight to then play queen e2. Now you can take your pawn back, and if he thinks he is safe and just castles, you play queen e7, and suddenly you are a lot better. Because his only moves are knight a1, which he won't play, and knight to 4. So you just go back, develop naturally, and castle longside. Now, the legendary, the King's Gambit, e4, e5, f4. Black usually accepts, and you play knight f3. After g5, you go for h4. If he thinks he can defend his pawn with f6, well, he is wrong. Knight g5. He will take, and you have this deadly check. You grab another pawn, and next is his knight. Here don't trade queens yet, but give a check first. If you are wondering where are the Danish, the Queen, and the Evans Gambit, you clearly haven't watched these videos. Disclaimer, some of these gambits will not work for high-rated player or in longer games.